All right, college football season right around the corner. I'm excited, mostly for my Pitt Panthers. So let's go through position groups, talk about how confident we are in each of them, and then I'll predict our record at the end looking at the schedule. So offense, quarterback room, you know what it is. Money, Mason, Heisman, Heinschel. He was one of our best players last year. We also grabbed some good recruits. We got a solid experienced backup with Grenier. I don't know how to say his last name, but I think he was at Texas State. Yeah, we're solid. We just have to stay healthy. So that leads us into the offensive line. We got 3 guys back for sure that played a lot for us last year. Ryan Baer, Kendall Stanley, and B.J. Williams. We also have Keith Gouveia, who's coming back from injury, and a couple other transfer additions, so I feel good about the O-line. Another group I feel really good about is the running back room. Boozy Turner, the fucking man, one of the biggest surprises from the team last year. He's durable, fast, agile, has great hands. He's probably the best freshman back I can remember seeing at Pitt. And we also added Lavelle Wright from the transfer portal. He looks to be a more physical back. And we have some young guys who didn't get a chance last year who should this year. Finally, offense, probably the biggest question mark, I think, is wideouts and tight ends. We lost Kenny Johnson to Texas Tech, one of our best receivers. Good luck to him. Poppy Williams graduated. Blue Hicks is back, though. He's going to be our number 1. Sincere Lee is also back. We need him to get back to what he did his first year. He was not as good last year. Simple as that. We lost Malachi Thomas, who's a tight end, to LSU. But we got some veterans in the transfer portal. We also added Malik Knight from Western Carolina. He's going to be a wideout for us. So some questions there, but I'm hopeful. This is getting a little long, so I'm going to do a defense separate video and then do the predictions at the end of that one. But thanks for watching. Now we're on to the defense. We'll go back to front, or front to back, rather. So D-line first. We've still been performing well ever since losing Charlie Partridge to the NFL. Now he's in Notre Dame. So we have Sean Fitzsimmons, Nick James. Those are our leaders. They're both seniors and expected to be really solid for us. Need them to stay healthy for sure. Isaiah Neal will definitely play a lot. He plays inside and outside. And then Jimmy Scott's going to hold down the right edge, no doubt. Start every play for us. The main position battle up front is going to be the other edge. They're excited about this. Rustin Lehman, true freshman. We also have Jaden Moore. He was a 4-star transfer from Oregon. Crothers saw some time last year. And Denham Cook, was moved from linebacker. That'll be the main position battle in the D-line. Those guys battling for the edge spot. Now moving on to linebackers. So with the linebackers, you would assume that it would be a concern since we lost Kyle Lewis to the draft and lost Heem Biles to high-profile move to Texas. But I feel super comfortable in Lovelace. He's going to be our leader, and I think Cam Lindsey is going to step up huge. He played well last year when he had to, and I think he'll lock down the 1 spot for sure. As you may or may not know, we play 3 linebackers, though, so it's going to be a battle. There's Sanford, transfer. Ibrahim, he's a veteran that the coaches love. Davin Bruton, I think he's probably the favorite. But Bonsu came from Ohio State, and Marcelin, he got hurt last year, but the coaches loved him prior to that. So fun battle there. Last but not least, secondary. I think we're stacked, honestly. Sean Lee, the best freshman corner in the nation last year, and Cruz Brookins is an absolute fucking dog. He's a psychopath. Rayon Strader, I think, will be the other corner starter, but Shadarian Harrison will definitely push him and be the nickel. And then Josh Garrier will close us out as the other safety. All in all, I think we have a really strong defense. It's the heart and soul of our team. If we're going to compete for a playoff spot, they need to be really, really good. Now, finally, my predictions. We have a favorable schedule. Miami, dub, easy. UCF, not easy, but dub. Syracuse, easy as fuck. We own them. Bucknell, easy as fuck. We own them. Actually haven't played them. At VT is going to be tough. At UNC is going to be easy. At BC is going to be easy. So we're still undefeated. And then I got us losing to Miami, beating GT, beating Florida State, beating Louisville, but losing to Cal. 10-2. I think that should get us in the ACC playoff. And then, we got to do the business there to get to the big thing. And then win the Natty. That's us.